Peace. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, everybody is enjoying the Saturday thus far, man. Having a powerful Saturday, getting the weekend started off on that good note. Give everybody a chance to tune on in before I start building on the subject matter for the day. Got some important building that we want to do today, man. So I'm gonna give everybody a chance to tap on in, man. I gotta do some venting. Y'all already know how that go when I get on vent mode. When I get in vent mode, it's a wrap. So we got to do some vent today, man. We got to talk about the wickedness that's out here, man, and how we continuously promote it, push it, and it goes viral. And then we know we got the unseen hands that are responsible for a lot of the ignorance and destruction going viral out here, man. So we just want to build on that, man. So hopefully everybody is having a powerful Saturday. All for wisdom, peace. What's going on, Justin? Peace. What's going on? How everybody living? How everybody holding up? We got an objective out here to eradicate the ignorance out here, the destruction. Dominique, I'm already knowing, man. You at work. I already know. Righteous Reads, peace. What's going on with you, my brother? Yeah, we tapped in today, man. We tapping in. Man. We choosing that knowledge over nonsense, man. If y'all don't know, I got that particular bar from a K-On, man, and that's what he said. He said the radio hate because he chose knowledge over nonsense, and that's what happens out here. It's sad, man. It's sad when you opt for it, when you opt for knowledge, when you opt for positivity, when you opt for health, when you striving to push that, when that's your message, then a lot of doors are gonna close right in your face, and that's crazy. All because you striving to push positivity, you striving to promote positivity and health. That's gonna cause a lot of doors to slam right in your face. It's going to kill a lot of opportunities for you when you make the decision to commit to knowledge, to truth, to justice, to righteousness, to health. When you make that commitment, whole life about to change. Whole life about to change. I am Legend. Peace. What's going on? Beast Reincarnated. Peace. What's going on? Justin, hey, that book is a jewel. That book is a jewel. And Righteous, hey, I appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you tuning in. It's a sad world that we live in, man. When you make the decision to commit to promoting positivity, knowledge, like I said, health, all of that good stuff, man, it's about to be a struggle. It's about to be a struggle for you in the wilderness of North America. You about to struggle. You about to struggle to get your point across. You about to struggle to be accepted. You about to struggle to be heard, etc., etc. All because you opting to be positive and promote that positivity. And try to encourage everybody else to be positive. Beast Reincarnated. If you want to live longer, first you need to make the decision. You need to tell yourself you're going to live longer. That's affirmation. Changes mentality. Secondly, along with that, then you need to make healthier lifestyle choices, man. Just watch what you eating. Make sure you eating those whole foods, organic fruits and veggies. Do you some fasting and get plenty of water in. Get your rest in and things of that nature. And get your exercise in as well. And that's going to increase your lifespan. Louisiana, peace, what's going on? And Dominique, no doubt, even when you studying all the religions, man, you see what a lot of the messengers and all of that type of stuff, all of those people, you see what they went through when they made the decision to build with the people and teach the people the truth. Truth, justice, righteousness, whatever you want to call it. When those messengers of all the religions, when they made the decision, when they came into the truth, when they made the decision to teach that truth, you saw the flack that they got. You saw the flack that they got. And that's how I look at I've already expressed this before in plenty of lives. But I've talked about, Maze, what's going on? I talked about the story of Jesus and what that was symbolic to. I mean, just look at what he represented. And we had a lot of messengers in our day, man, that were crucified because they decided, they made the commitment to teach the truth to the people. And they was nailed on that cross, man. They were stoned to death, man. They were killed. They were assassinated, all because they decided to speak the truth to power and against this wicked system. No matter how unpopular it was to stand for the truth at that particular point in time. That's all the story of Jesus. That's the moral of that story to me. That's the moral of the story to me. Because again, I look at all of those things in the Bible as parables, man, allegories, man, a story meant to convey a message. So the story I took away from that, man, when you make the decision to stand up for that righteousness, for the truth, and when you take that truth and that righteousness and that message and you teach it to the people, the masses, then you're going to get met with a lot of resistance from those in power because they want to keep the masses deaf, dumb, and blind. Thunder Scorpion, exactly. Socrates, man, it's a lot of, man, listen, we can go down the line. We can go down the line of people who was teaching the truth or who went against the status quo. And they were in prison. They were killed. They were assassinated simply because they went against the status quo. And that's how I interpret that story. When you go against the status quo, you getting crucified. You get nailed to that cross. You may get assassinated. Your life is in danger when you decide to go against the status quo and teach it on a massive scale, on a massive level. So you got to be mindful of that, man. And it's sad, man, when you come into this information, you got a decision to make. What you going to do with this information? You going to take this information and you going to teach this information, or you just going to keep this information to yourself? When you keep that information to yourself, it can drive you crazy. Each one teach one. You're supposed to take that information and you're supposed to teach that to the next person that does not know. That's the whole purpose of coming across this information. You're supposed to teach your universe, strengthen your universe via this information, via this knowledge. It's the whole point of coming across it or coming into it. Emmanuel, peace, what's going on? So we can't let that fear control us. We can't let that fear dictate how we move, man, because they striving to instill that fear. Every time they assassinate somebody for standing up to this system, rebelling against this system, every time they assassinate somebody like that, man, that's a fear tactic. They trying to say, listen, you don't stand up for this truth. If you're going to push and promote this truth, this is what may happen to you. So they trying to instill that fear, man. They telling you, don't be out here promoting that truth, man. Don't be out here speaking the truth about this system. Don't be out here speaking the truth about what we do, how corrupt we are. It may cost you your life. It may cost some family members. It may cost you to lose some family members and things of that nature. Y'all know how that go, though. Y'all know how that go. Y'all know how that go. It may cost you. But at the end of the day, we cannot let that scare us. We cannot let that prevent us from building on this truth, from dishing this truth out. And I came across that, man, when I was doing music, man. I was doing the knowledge to a lot of things, man. When I initially started rapping, man, of course, my content was everybody else at that particular point in time. And plus, I was into a lot of punchline rap and things of that nature, man. But I was rapping just like everybody else as far as my content. Then all of a sudden, I came across this. Now content started to change, started to get a little more powerful, more minds to the content that I was dishing out, musically speaking. And I was just doing the knowledge to a lot of people that was putting out the content that I was putting out, musically speaking, and just a lot of things that they had to go through via that particular point in time. And I was just like, man, I ain't trying to deal with that, man. You putting out music that you know is better than the stuff that you hear on the radio, but yet since it's positive, since it's informative, you got to push this joint very hard underground for it to get any type of recognition and notoriety, especially when it's real powerful in regards to the message. And it's just crazy, man. You had these songs on the radio that's garbage, tearing down the black man, tearing down the black woman, tearing down men, women, period, in general. They push and promote that type of music, push and promote that type of content. But the moment I come out and say I'm about to spit something that's educational, informative, then they like, I don't know about that. That's not marketable. And I done had plenty of people, man, that was connected to the industry say similar things to me, telling me about my message, telling me that it wasn't marketable and things like that, as if I was trying to be marketable to that demographic first and foremost. But it's a market to everything. It's people out here that want music. So to say something like that is not marketable. Listen, I'm not out here trying to deceive the people and rap about things that's destructive just so I could be a one-hit wonder and make $1 million and leave. No, it's all about longevity. I'm trying to create substance, timeless music. That's what I was after. But a lot of people wasn't fooling with that was connected to the industry. And they wanted me to change that message, man. They wanted me to legit change that message. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. And I'm not about to live in fear. I'm not about to be like, listen, in order for me to make it in the music industry, I'm going to change up my message. I'm going to rap ignorance, even though I don't believe that, even though it's not something, it's not a principle that I subscribe to. I'm going to rap about it, though. I'm going to rap about going out here getting wasted, getting drunk and all of that. And I don't even drink. Never been wasted a day in my life, but I'm about to rap about it. I'm about to encourage you all to do it. I'm about to inspire you all to do it, yet I don't do it. That's fake. I ain't got time for that. That's artificial energy. I started rapping about things that was near and dear to me, that was true to the heart, true to the mind. That's what I started rapping about, man. And then that's when I realized a lot of people was like, man, it's time for you to change it up. It's crazy that when you start being true to yourself, then everybody telling you what you need to do. But the moment you start being artificial, when you artificial and you pushing that artificial energy, nobody has anything to say. They're accepting you now. But the moment you start standing for something, now it's a problem. It's a problem. Everybody got an opinion in regards to how you moving. So if I would have came out here rapping about killing people and never killed the person a day in my life, nobody would have had anything to say. But the moment I'm like, hey, the government is wicked and I'm rapping about it, they like, hey, man, you need to tone it down. But I can rap about killing people all day and need to tone it down. It's interesting. But if I rap about the government, I need to tone it down. I need not rap about that. But I can rap about killing 20 people and I ain't killed one. That's cool. That's acceptable. I can rap about degrading women, even though I don't stand for that. That's cool and that's acceptable. But if I rap about the corruption of the government, then all of a sudden that's a problem. It's time to tone that down. It's time to rap about something else. Come on now. I'm rapping about books that I'm reading or something like that. I'm rapping about keeping the community healthy, and that's a problem. Don't nobody want to hear that. You want to hear me kill? You want to hear me kill 4 or 5 people on a track? At some point, man, stop. We got to stop trying to give the people what we think they want to hear. A lot of people do want to hear this positivity, man. A lot of people out here struggling in life. A lot of people are out here struggling in life. And a lot of people love to hear motivation. A lot of people love to hear that inspiration. So we got to stop with this illusion that people don't want to hear positive music. Yes, people want to hear a positive message when done correctly. So that's just a lie. That's just a lie. I deal with these people every day, man. People love to be motivated. People love to be inspired. When you do it correctly, rocking with the music. They're rocking with the music. But we didn't convince everybody that they don't want to hear that. And they just want to hear this toxic music. Not necessarily true. Not necessarily true, man. But again, they done fed us this lie for so long that we have accepted it as true. Shakir, peace, what's going on? Sweet Tea, what's going on? Righteous Reese, man, never let the people around you deter you from dropping that knowledge, dropping that information. And again, like I was saying on the previous live, it ain't even about forcing them to try to understand your viewpoint or your outlook or try to convert them to your understanding or to your outlook, to your way of life. It ain't even about that. It's just about standing for something. That's why I said I'm not going to allow people that's around me to talk about certain aspects of my life, man, that I stand for. So you're not about to be talking about veganism or going plant-based around me without me correcting the error, because that's something that I stand for. You're not about to talk about certain pieces of information without me intervening and correcting what you just said, because it's something that I stand for. You're not about to insult my culture without me correcting you, because it's something that I stand for. So we never going to stop dropping the knowledge. We're not going to let ignorance reign supreme out here. It's the knowledge that reigns supreme, as KRS-One would say. So we got to let that knowledge, we got to let that information reign supreme, man, because that's of the utmost importance. So we ain't about to let that ignorance just reign supreme out here. We're going to counter and neutralize that ignorance any chance that we get. And the way that you neutralize that ignorance is with information, with knowledge. That's how you do it. Yeah, bona fide. And that's why you got to cherish. That's why you got to cherish the positive channels, the positive pages on whatever platform you utilize, man. You got to embrace them, man, because the crazy thing about it is you don't know how long some of those platforms and channels will exist before YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or whoever chooses to get rid of these platforms, man, because they get rid of a lot of informative platforms, informative channels and pages. But again, like I said, you could be out here being ignorant 24/7 and they're going to allow your page to stay up in good standing. But if you pushing positivity with a little bit of information, then they're going to threaten to shut you down, and they may just eventually shut you down. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Dominique, the righteous always win. It may not seem like it on the surface, but guaranteed the righteous always wins. Always. Always. Oh, Emmanuel, no doubt, man. I never forget, like I said, when I first started coming across this information that was blasting Facebook, and I was even on Ustream, man. I was just talking about all the stuff that I was coming into, man. And I was, like I said, getting those threats, man, from them pages. Y'all know those little Fed pages, man, the spy pages. I was getting a lot of threats from those pages. People telling me I need to watch what I'm talking about. I need to stop talking about what I'm talking about. I need to stop spreading this message and that message. A whole while before I was coming across this information, my page was purely ignorant and nobody telling me to tone it down. Not one person. But the moment I started getting informative, posting books, posting quotes out of books, things of that nature, everybody telling me to tone it down, from the fake spy pages to family members. But when I was on there being ignorant, nobody was saying anything. Bona fide. That's how they do it. Anything that's positive, listen, anything that's positive, they try to tear it down, man, before they uplift it. They try to tear it down. They try to make you feel bad about yourself for putting out something that's positive, for doing something that's positive. All righteous, no doubt, man. Put in that work. Put in that work. Give the folks something to remember. Put in that work. Louisiana, no doubt. No doubt, man. It's like you pick up on a vibe, man. When a vibe in the place feels like people are receptive, drop your jewels. Drop your jewels at all time. Then when you in a place where it's like it's ignorance, got to neutralize that ignorance. Can't let people violate your square, violate what you stand for. Not happening. Let them know this ain't that. You're not about to start violating my principles and my morals when I'm in the vicinity, man. I gotta neutralize that. This ain't that. You're not about to walk over what I stand for. Not happening. I'm standing on this square. You're not walking over this square. You're not doing it. I'm standing my ground. So if you're trying to violate my principles, man, it's gonna get met with the same resistance that you're gonna meet me with. Wisdom, definitely moving backwards. Definitely. Static saying, peace, what's going on? Definitely moving backwards, man. And again, that's why it's our duty to, man, keep pushing everything forward. Righteous. And basically the culture was made toxic, man, on a mainstream level. You go underground, you find the positivity. You find the positivity. But we know why the mainstream is toxic, because we know who controls the mainstream. And people act like this stuff still don't exist because we got social media. People don't understand something. I've heard a lot of people make erroneous statements talking about when it comes to marketing and things like that, when it comes to music and things just being mainstream, like entertainment. And people are under the impression that you don't need to, or people not spending big money to market their music or whatever it is that they provide. I'm like, y'all best believe that the ignorance out here is still being heavily backed by powerful corporations. So guaranteed that they are spending a lot of marketing dollars for that content to appear on your social media. It's happening. People are paying for subscribers. They are paying for followers. These people are doing this. These people are still doing this, man. This is still heavy. These people are not manifesting these followers or these followings organically for the most part. A lot of people are paying. A lot of people are still paying. That's still a thing. It still happens. Everything is not happening organically because social media these days. No, social media has made it such a way, especially Facebook. They forcing you because of the way the algorithms are set up. Facebook definitely forces you to pay for people to see like your page, your content, and all of that, man. That the way the algorithms are set up, man, people are still spending big bucks on marketing for you to see that nonsense. So that's still a thing, man. That's still a thing. These corporations still put money behind the ignorance, and they still marketing it on social media. They're spending a lot of money. When you get ignorance pop up on social media continuously, best believe somebody done paid for that to happen. Best believe they got a marketing budget. They not just doing this organically. This thing ain't just go viral organically. Nah, somebody paid. Somebody paid top dollars. Mahogany Honey, peace. What's going on? Happy Saturday to you as well. Oh, D Monty, no doubt. No doubt. And that's exactly what they do, man. All this elementary nonsense. I can't listen. I never forget the day when I was chopping it up with somebody, man, and they was like, man, they can't listen to Nas because he used too many big words. And this was a grown man. This was a grown man that told me this. Y'all already know that conversation did not last long. Grown man telling you he can't listen to Nas because he used too many big words. Grown man. This wasn't no 18, this wasn't no 15-year-old. It's a grown man telling me this. It's the type of world we live in. You don't want to listen to somebody because it's challenging your mind. You may have to pull out a dictionary to look up a word that they just mentioned in a rhyme. We don't want to do that. Yeah, Dominique, no doubt about it. My conscience wouldn't sit right at all, man. I can't rap about degrading women out here when I don't do it. Like that ain't the lifestyle that I live. These dudes be out here. Listen, these dudes be out here faithful husbands out here telling you to degrade women. I know a few that don't drink and do none of that, but then they telling you to do it. Like this exists out here. This exists out here. And we fall right for it. We go do exactly what these songs tell us to do. We go do right what these songs tell us to do, man. And people act like the music don't have an influence on us, man. They got an influence on us. It influences you one way or another. That's that subliminal messaging. Nigel, peace. What's going on? Righteous. Hey, no doubt. Hey, you uplifted the energy, man, just by tapping in and tuning in. Yeah, all for wisdom. Yeah, mental slavery. Listen, it's at its peak right now. Apex. Mental slavery is heavy right now. They got the minds tied down. They got the minds all up in the shackles, man. Psychologically, we done. Psychologically, we gone. They got us. Mental slavery is big. Big right now. It's heavy. We got the wife in the building. Y'all say peace to the wife. Yeah, Louisiana, that goes out the window, man. That listen, do as I say, not as I do, goes out the window. Because they do exactly what it is that they see you do. That's what the youth gonna do. That's how the youth is wired. That's how I was wired when I was a youth, man. I paid attention to how people was moving. I emulated what they did. I wasn't emulating what they said. That's why it's important for everything to line up, for your ways and actions to line up with what you say, with what you think. Like all of this must be in alignment. Can't be out of alignment, man, because the youth paying attention. DJ MOP. The youth paying attention, man. So that's why your ways and actions, listen, your ways and actions got to be in alignment with your thoughts, man, with your words. Gotta be. Yeah, Louisiana, man. I mean, listen, and it was just crazy when dude said that, and he was dead serious. So I just left it alone. Just left it alone. Yeah, Justin, this is real conversation. Real conversation I had. So I left. I said we out here not liking people because they use too many big words. And you admitting that. You are admitting that in a public place. Like, listen to how you sound. Come on now. Mahogany, man, man, listen, that type of content changed my life. That's the reason why I started to read. I'm like, man, some of these dudes saying some stuff I never heard before in my life. Let me grab a book. Like a lot of the first books that I read, music. Dudes was out here quoting names that I never heard. I'm like, man, what is this? So I grabbed the book. Like when Razcast made the Nature of the Threat song, that's how I got 2 books on how that's breaking down holidays by Shaka Musa Barashango. I literally got those 2 books breaking down the truth about holidays because dude was mentioning the stuff in the song. And I hadn't heard this information before. So instead of me writing it off saying, man, I don't know what this dude is talking about, this must be trash, I listened. I said, man, what is he talking about? And I investigated. And I read the book that they said dude read to make the song, to write the song. That's how you do it. So then now when you listen to the song again, you have an appreciation for the song. Instead of you saying, man, I can't understand what they talking about. Dude used too many big words. He talking about stuff I never heard before. You write it off like that, man. Instead, investigate. Once you investigate it, then you listen back to it and you like, man, that's dope. That's creative how he did that, how he took the information in this book, man, in this song. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, all for wisdom, man. You should see it, man. The type of looks that I get, man. Like I said, when I express simple information, man, just simple health information. I'm in the personal training field. I tell people simple things, and they looking at me like I just said something off the wall. Y'all know how I'm coming. Soon as I say something about not eating meat, the looks I get crazy. When I talk about not eating the dairy products, look I get crazy. When I start telling people to eat the fruits, like as I've told y'all, looks I get crazy. So that's just in that lane. So just imagine things outside of health and fitness, the looks that I get. When we bring up religion, just imagine the looks I get when I try to have that conversation. Crazy. When we bring up politics, just imagine the types of looks I get right there. Crazy again. We bring up the medical industry. Just imagine the looks I get when I'm trying to have conversations with the average person. It's crazy. And you can drop serious information on these people, but it's some things that they ain't never heard before, so they tend to write you off as crazy, delusional, all that type of stuff, man. And it's just sad out here, man. It's sad out here. We signing up for our death, man. We going into we trusting these doctors with our lives, and they killing us. We got our children hooked on these devices where they coming across a lot of this nonsense on the mainstream level, just trash. Listening to the worst music. The man out here is garbage. No balance whatsoever. We're not giving them any substance to balance out the trash that they're hearing, and that's part of the problem. If they gonna listen to the trash, man, at least try to balance it out with some substance. That's not happening, man. All they know is the garbage, and all they know is the trash and the destruction, the toxicity. They ain't balancing it out with anything of substance. Not at all. Not at all, man. Learn to balance some stuff out, man. Deal with balance, deal in equality. Yeah, Justin, man. Hey, that's why we gotta try to hit the youth, man. It'd be crazy to sit out here and think the youth ain't receptive to some positive music and stuff like that, man. We gotta quit pushing this destruction on them, man. That is what they want us to push. That is what they want us to believe. Listen, we can take that positivity and you can flip it in a way to where it's attractive, just like the destructive nonsense that's out here. Just got to push it the right way. Just got to push it the right way. It's a way to push it. It's a way to execute it. Yeah, righteous. They definitely stuck in their ways, man. That's why I don't waste a lot of time with them, because they stuck in their ways. They not trying to. They feel like they didn't been living this type of lifestyle for 40, 50, 60 plus years. Why change now? Why evolve now? Yeah, mahogany. Yeah. Info is definitely, it's easily accessible, which makes it worse. Back then, when I was listening to the stuff, man, it wasn't that easy. It wasn't that easy to get some of this information. Like it wasn't no 2-day delivery, no Amazon Prime, man. I had to wait some weeks sometimes for some of the books that these brothers was mentioning in the raps and things of that nature. Man, you had to do a little bit of digging to find some of this information some years ago. Now it ain't even that hard. It ain't that complicated. So if you don't understand something, man, you right there on your phone while you listening to it, just look it up. Just look it up, just like you would look up anything else. So if somebody say something that went over your head, look it up. Then go back, rewind it, and now you're going to appreciate it a lot more. D Monty, I ain't even they took away art. Man, even listen, school took away my imagination, period. Once they sold me on the American dream, like it took away my imagination and creativity, period. School just did that, period. It killed creativity, it killed imagination for me, period. Just being locked in that school system, man. It just killed all of that. Killed all of that for me. It killed all of that for me quickly. Antoinette, Peach Queen, what's going on? Bonafide, yeah, the parents definitely allowing it to happen. And listen, the parents are more the problem than they are at this point. Wisdom, I already know. And then the crazy thing about it is the justifications that people strive to make for doing some of the things that they know they shouldn't be doing. They justify it. They got an explanation. They got a justification for it. They got a reason why they're indulging in this destructive act. They got a lame excuse. Lame excuse. Yeah, D Monty, there is no originality for the most part when it comes to music. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Sometimes it'd be hard for me to figure out who's who sometimes, man, because everybody be sounding alike. Everybody be sounding like out here, man. I don't be knowing who's who out here, especially when it comes to the newer artists. So I don't know a lot of them. They all sounding exactly the same. Same beats, same type of lyrics, man. Nobody's really standing out. Everybody be sounding the same. Bonafide, yeah, accountability is lost. It's lost. Nobody wants to be accountable for anything at all. Yeah, DJ Elmo, and that's what I'm talking about. Whole reason why listen, the algorithms, because they paying for it. They paying for it. So trust me, the ignorance is still being backed out here. The ignorance is still being financially backed out here. It's a lot of money being spent to push the ignorance. So people still making it seem like, well, it's 2021. It's easier for you to pick and choose what you want to listen to. That sounds good, but you don't understand what's going on that subconscious level. They paying for you to see certain things. So the whole while you think that you got this free will to pick and choose what you're listening to, not knowing that you'd have been persuaded and influenced to want to listen to certain things, to want to watch certain things because you keep seeing it because they didn't pay so much money to have it that way for you to keep seeing it. So the whole while you think this free will, you think this you choosing something, you'd have been persuaded this whole time because every time you tapped into social media, you saw this ad, you saw this ad, you saw this ad, you saw this ad. Now it's like, man, I'm just gonna go watch this because I kept seeing it. You was persuaded, man. That wasn't free will. They persuaded you. They persuaded you. They manipulated you on that subconscious level. You may have never watched what it was that you was watching if you wouldn't have been consistently seeing the ad. You may not have listened to what it is that you listened to if you didn't consistently hear the same freaking song or something or see the ad repeatedly. Like that's persuasion. That's how they operate. That's how they function. So a lot of people don't understand that. They be like, can't nobody make you do anything. That's the whole point. They not trying to make you do anything. They persuading you. They trying to convince you that you need to watch this, that you need this particular product or service. That's persuasion. That's what they doing. They know that they don't want to make you do anything, because they know the only thing that comes with force is resistance. So they not about to market something in the way to where it's like, I'm making you do this. No, they're going to create that desire in your mind. So they're going to make you desire the product or the service. And once they do that, they got you. Because now you think that you choosing to do this. Oh, wow, they done persuaded you. Oh, wow, they done persuaded you to buy that product, to listen to this, to watch this. They done persuaded you and got you thinking that you just decided to do this, that it was free will, that ain't nobody make you do anything. Yeah, they got you. They got a lot of us living a lie. Righteous Reese, man, that's a lot of people, man. That's why a lot of people don't want to have certain conversations. A lot of people don't want to have certain conversations for that reason, in and of itself. Because when you held on to something for so long, that's your truth. But then when somebody come along and challenge your truth, and then they got convincing evidence, and you know that they got convincing evidence, you don't want to hear that, because you're gonna have to change. You're gonna have to shift your whole entire paradigm and way of thinking. Master Tool, peace. What's going on? Yeah, all for wisdom. That's one of their favorite lines, man. It's nothing we could do about it. There's nothing we could do about it. It's one of their favorite lines. When you start dropping this information, nothing we can do about it. We're going to have to deal with them, so there's nothing we can do about it. So what's the point? It's their favorite line. It's their favorite line. That's their go-to line. There's nothing we can do about it. Nothing can be done. So defeatist, that defeatist mentality. That's how a lot of people walking around. Yeah, Master Tube, and then we had the power to control that narrative. Definitely had the power. Definitely had the power. Mahogany Honey is real. It's real. It's drastically real. Drastically real. Like I said, people don't understand the magnitude of what's really happening out here. Like I said, a lot of people thinking that they had this free will. A lot of people thinking they deciding and they making these choices. But in reality, you really not. It's like politics, man. Politics, you think that you had a decision, you think that you had a vote, but they gave you the people to vote for. See, that's the trick right there. So whole while you think, well, we got free will, we got the power to vote. How you got the power to vote when they gave you the two candidates to vote for? It's the same thing with everything else. So it's an illusion. That's how voting is an illusion. We have the power to vote. We can literally put who we want in there. No, they give you two options and they tell you, you choose between these two options. That's an illusion. You ain't really got no power. You choosing between two options that they gave you. How do you have power in a situation like that? All right, I'm telling you, I'm finna kill you. So you can either die via this gunshot or this stab to the chest. Which one? I gave you those two options. You don't really have no power at that point. Either way, you about to die. Either way, you about to die. And I'm choosing the way that you gonna die. I'm just giving you options here. I'm giving you two options. There are plenty of other ways that you could die, but I'm giving you two options and I'm gonna force you to choose between them. That's an illusion. That's an illusion. That's an illusion. That's that trick knowledge, man. We really don't be having any power. We really don't be having any input and say so. If I give you two options to choose from, did you really have a say so? Did you really have a say so? If I bring you two people that I like, if I bring you two people that I want to carry out an agenda and I tell you to choose the lesser of the two evils, did you really just have say so in the outcome? Did you really? Because either way it go, I got both of the options programmed to carry out my agenda. I just want you to choose between one of them. Just so you can feel like you got some power. Just so you can feel like you got some say so. Come on, man. That's what they doing to us. That's what they doing to us. That's what they are doing to us, man. And we got to realize what's really going on. So when we making these decisions, man, a lot of this stuff is not free will like we want it to be, like we think it is. You'd have been persuaded. You'd have been given these options. And you making choices based off of the options that was given to you. And then they gonna, matter of fact, then they gonna push you to make that decision. They gonna tell you that such and such is the lesser of two evils. They gonna convince you of this, and you gonna make that decision. Whole while the person that you think is the lesser of two evils is actually the worst of the two evils. Logic, Osun, peace. What's going on? DJ Elmo, man, they say the moment you stop learning, that's when you die. So you always need to be taking in something that's transformational, just educational, positive, healthy, whatever the case may be. Got to learn every day. Oh, Master too, no doubt, man. That's why we just create our own news via these platforms. I don't know what be happening, man. I don't tune into the news like that at all. Why do I need to? First and foremost. DJ Elmo, big time spell on the subconscious. And I tell people that all the time, man, because I know marketing very well. I know marketing very well. Big time spells on the subconscious, man. They are persuading us to make destructive decisions out here. Persuasion is at an all-time high. They know exactly what they're doing. They didn't study our minds. They didn't study the subconscious. They didn't study the conscious. They know how this stuff works. They know how it works. They know how to use certain colors to mind. They know how to use certain headings to manipulate your mind. They know how to do all of this. They know how to do all of this, man. This is all by design. And this is all done with ill intent. So when you see something with a certain color code, they did it on purpose. You don't understand what these colors are doing because it's a subconscious thing. Subconsciously or subliminally, these colors are registering in a certain type of way. But on the conscious level, you just seeing it as red. You just seeing it as blue. But subconsciously, you seeing it in a whole new world, in a whole new light, whole new realm. And that's what they praying on. That's what they praying on. And a lot of us are not tapped into that subconscious or the unconscious like that. So that's how they get us. That's how they get us with the subliminal messaging. Yeah, DJ Elmo, what they say, Walking Dead. You ain't got to watch a TV show to see The Walking Dead. Just go outside, man. Just go outside, go to your nearest store, and you're going to see Walking Dead. You're going to see Walking Dead. You're going to see zombies. That's all you got to do, man. Just go into a store. You're going to see plenty of zombies. You're going to see plenty of Walking Dead right there. Right in the store, the nearest store near you. You gonna see The Walking Dead, man. You ain't gotta watch. You ain't gotta tap into a TV show, man, to see The Walking Dead, to see zombies out here. We see zombies every day. We see zombies every day. Magic Realms, peace. What's going on? CC, peace, Queen. What's going on? Logic, yep. Bots and zombies. That's all we see. Drones, bots, and zombies, man. That's all. That's it. That's it. That's it. Taking over. Taking over. So that's, like I said, that's why, man, we just pushing that information, we pushing that knowledge. People ask, what's the solution? This is part of the solution. Push more of this information, push more of this positivity. That's part of the solution, because we're not pushing it hard enough. Every time you look up, something goes viral. What's that something that's going viral? It's typically something that's negative, pointless, irrelevant, destructive, toxic. It's something like that. That's what goes viral. Hence why people are out here trying to say and do the most ignorant things that they can say and do, because they trying to go viral. They know saying positive things won't lead to them going viral. And everybody out here searching or seeking that type of fame, that notoriety. So they getting on social media and trying to say the most wicked thing they can say just so they can go viral. Oh, Travian. Yeah, Black Mirror episode, no doubt, 1000%. 1,000%. That's currently the world that we live in, amongst other things. Oh, Master 2, man, the world gonna be crazy 10 years from now. One thing I can tell you for sure, the world gonna be a lot sicker, especially in America. The health is declining, and it's not getting any better. Not getting any better. Beautiful Goddess Keys, peace, queen, what's going on? Torenzo, peace, what's going on with you, my brother? So I can tell you in 10 years, I can tell you that you're gonna see them disease rates and all that continue to go up, continue to incline. That's one thing I can guarantee and I can promise, along with just more of the AI taking over. So we can guarantee that. We can guarantee that. And again, they striving to make just two classes, rich and poor. You see that happening. You see that happening with like the middle class. They striving to wipe that out. They rejected, listen, they rejected the $15 minimum wage joint. And it wasn't like they was going to make the minimum wage that overnight. This was going to happen, I think, in 2025. It was going to eventually get to that. And just think about it. Just think about it. The minimum wage was supposed to eventually get to 15 an hour by like 2025 in about 4 years. So in about 4 years, just think about what's going to happen with inflation. So if it was going to take 4 years for the minimum wage to get to $15 by that time, that $15 is the same as the minimum wage is right now. When you factor in inflation. So I'm like, man, y'all couldn't even approve that. So I was like, man, that's what I'm saying. We got to stop depending on these corporations, man. I know too many people that stuck in this corporate matrix, man, and they getting disrespectful pay offers, man, and things of that nature. It's like, come on. We got to start getting what we deserve out here. And we got to stop asking them because they're not going to give it to us, man. They're not going to give it to us, especially with these robots out here, automation. They're like, what I'm going to pay you all this money for when we just going to have this robot take over in the next few years? Like they not about to be giving you this money that you deserve, man. And it ain't no sense of stressing yourself out over it. It's time to invest in yourself. This is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. Oh, DJ Elmo, the Tavistock Institute. Yes, sir. Mahogany, they pass a lot of propaganda through memes. My goodness. And a lot of people, man, Meme University is real. A lot of people, I've had people literally, just being a trainer, I've had people come to me bringing up memes, asking me what I feel about a meme in regards to something that the meme said in reference to like nutrition or fitness. I'm like, are you serious? I said, first of all, it's a meme. I don't get my information from a meme, man. I don't even care if the information is correct and accurate. I don't get my information from a meme. I'm never about to quote a meme. Say, man, I read this meme on Facebook that told me to fast for 24 hours. Like, I'm not about to quote a meme. I'm just not doing it. So I kill it. First off, like that was a meme. But a lot of people, man, it's Meme University, man. A lot of people take these memes and they educate themselves via these memes. People literally, listen, reading books is a lost art, man. People don't read out here no more, man. People just look up memes, look at memes, and people just run right to Google. People do not pick up a book anymore. The art of research is dead. People do not thoroughly research anything anymore. All I'm going to do is pick up this phone. When you say something, I'm going to pick up this phone, possibly. It may happen. And I'm going to look up what you said. And I'm going to read the first article I find on whatever it was that you said. I'm going to read it. I'm going to barely read it. I'm going to skim through it. I ain't going to read the entire article. I'm going to skim through it. And I'm going to take it as fact. Man, it takes people years to master subjects. We think we didn't master the subject by one Google search. It takes people years, man. You know how many people out here been in the nutrition field, been in the fitness field, fitness space for years, and they mastered everything because of the way the information is constantly changing and evolving. So why do you think you finna master how to lose weight by one Google search? Why do you think you about to master the proper way to eat in one Google search? I done been researching this for years, and I still don't know anywhere near all there is to know about nutrition, about fitness. So you think you about to know all you need to know about one Google search? No, it's not how that works. Not how research works. Antoinette, hey, your guess is as good as mine. But again, I feel like it's paid. I feel like it's a distraction, man. They get everybody to do these little challenges, man. It's that stuff is a distraction. That stuff is a distraction, man. But then when you try to come and you try to flip these challenges, because you know the busted challenge, man, make it book it challenge or something, or bust it, but then you busting the book open. But when you do it like that, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna go viral. They gonna try to kill that. They gonna kill that momentum. Oh, Master too, man. Hey, my condolences to the fam. Man, you go handle that situation, man. My condolences. DJ Elmo, and that's what it is, man. Just stay off of social media unless this was something productive, man. That's the only time you should really tap in. Like for real, man. We gotta do that for the mental health, man. We gotta do that for the brain health. Man, Mahogany Honey, I'm telling you, it got so bad sometimes, man, where people will post like an article, man. People don't read. You can tell people don't read. People will post an article about somebody that died as if it just happened. And this person had been dead for like 5 years, and they post an article like it just happened today. Like, man, did you read this article? This person been dead for like 5 years, and you post an article like the person just died today. So it's like people don't be paying attention. People don't be doing any type of research at all. They don't read nothing. And that attention span is terrible. Magic Realms, man, research is very vital and crucial. Man, pick up the books, man. Stop being lazy with it. Pick up the books. Pick up the books, man. You're not going to get everything you need from a Google search. I can tell you, there's plenty of things that still in these books that you cannot find by looking it up online. Everything is not online, contrary to what we may think. It's still some stuff that you got to dig to find. Beautiful Goddess Keys. Peace. Peace. Enjoy the work. Mahogany, that's all they need is the confirmation bias. All they need. My brother Antonio, what's going on with you, bro? Yeah, Beach reincarnated, man. Yes. Being dumb is definitely popularized along with being sexualized, man. And we don't really understand what's going on with that in regards to just being sexualized, man, just over sexualized. Like that, they definitely push and promote that intentionally. They definitely do that. Oh, Mahogany Honey, definitely. Definitely. It's the wordplay. Got to pay attention to the word. Got to pay attention to it. Logic Osun, you say how I feel about the death of the school system. I feel like that's what needs to happen. I feel like more of us need to look into homeschooling and things of that nature. We need to control the curriculum. School system, like I said, is trash, man. So we need to kill the school system. We need to kill the westernized school system. We got people that don't care about us, trying to teach us about us, trying to teach us how to thrive in life when they don't really want to see us thrive in life. So we got to control the curriculum. So we got to take the education into our own hands in regards to like the youth and things of that nature. So we need to start building our own schools, a lot more of them. We need to take it upon ourselves to teach these kids. And we got to stop relying on the system to do that. The school system, that is. Because this school system is just teaching us how to be slaves and servants, man. That's it. That's it. Teaching us how to be slaves and servants to this system. D Monty, it's crazy that you said the books are expensive, because some of the money I see some of these same people spend on clothes, spend on their hair, spend on, shoes, spend on fast food. Listen. Some of the money that people spend on fast food on a daily basis can be book money. It's people that eat fast food not just once a day, but like 2 or 3 times a day. That's book money right there. You can spend $12, $15 on a nice book instead of going to McDonald's 2 or 3 times a day. But you can't tell them that though. And that book gonna give you jewels, and that book gonna give you tools to enable you to make more money down the line because it's strengthening the mind. So that's crazy, man. That's an investment. A book is an investment. And you're gonna reap a lot of returns on your investment when you implement what's in the book. You're not getting any returns on any type of investment when you consuming fast food, when you buying cigarettes, when you buying overpriced clothing and things of that nature that lose value as soon as you put it on and take a step. No, that book is only increasing your value. That book is increasing your value, man. So that book is very valuable opposed to the fast food, overpriced clothes, and things of that nature that we tend to waste our money on. Beast Reincarnated, man. A lot of people, man, objectify women. Crazy thing about it though, now the roles are reversing. Beast Reincarnated. A lot of women are objectifying men, and they just looking at men as something to pump and dump. So now you got to deal with that. Now you dealing with that. Men are now being objectified. We being objectified. We've been objectified, but now it's a lot more common and popular. It's more mainstream to objectify a man, to look at a man as nothing more than something to pump and dump. That is a thing now. So that's the thing now. That's something that we fight. Yeah, to Renzo. And everything starts at home, man. So I feel like, man, we need to embrace that aspect more. Because again, y'all done been through this school system. We done been through this school system. We can go on for days and days in regards to like the lies that we were told, the half truths that were told to us, man. Just the fabrications, the stuff that was left out, the stuff that should have been taught that wasn't. Like, we can go on for days, man. Tay Ashley, peace. What's going on with you, Queen? Yeah, Louisiana, and that's one reason why it's pushed so hard, man. They pushing it so hard. Every other song you gonna listen to gonna have some type of lyrics like that, man. They pushing it so hard. Pushing it so hard, man, just to destroy the family unit. Oh, D Monty, hey, we working all the way up to those books. I ain't even purchasing them books yet, but eventually I will. But man, you can get you a $10 joint, $12 joint. Stop buying them McDoubles or whatever you eat at McDonald's, man. Just invest in you a book. Invest in you a book, man. Invest in your future. Get that book, man. Soak in that information. Implement what you have learned. Oh, yeah, my brother, man. Book, I'm telling you, books changed my life, man. Listen, when I started doing the knowledge, man, just embracing research, embracing studying, game changer. Game changer, man. Game changer. That's why I'm not easily led in the wrong direction, because I'm going to do the knowledge, man. I'm not going to take it on face value and run with it. I'm going to read a whole book on the subject matter, man. People that know me know that's how I get down. If it's something that I'm not hip to, instead of me, look, I'm finna go find a whole entire book on that particular subject and read the book. That's why I got so many different books at my disposal. Because if it's something that I want to know, I'm going to get a book on it. I'm going to get several books on it. That's why I got a book about some of everything, man. I got a book about some of everything, literally. If I want to learn about it, I'm grabbing the book. I'm going to read that book on it. You say, you think oatmeal is a smart post-workout meal? Oatmeal is actually decent for a pre-workout meal, but you can eat it after the workout too, though. Especially if you putting some fruit in that joint as well. But typically people eat oatmeal before a workout because of the level of carbs in the oatmeal. But I don't see a problem with eating the oatmeal after the workout as well. Yeah, DJ Elmo, we already know. We already know they don't want to see the unification. They don't want to see the unification at all. That's a threat. Mahogany Honey, it's a lot of books, like a lot of rare books. They in that price range, man. It's some real ancient books. Real ancient books. When you get deep into reading the books, it's some real ancient books that's hard to find. One of the reasons why they're hard to find because they cost that much. But yeah, it's some rare books, man, that may be out of print, that they don't print the book anymore. People are selling them for that much. But I've seen a few books, man, that cost over $1,000. But like it's a rare book. You can't just buy that book anywhere. And the person that's selling it knows it. Oh, my brother, man, I've had plenty of when I worked in banks, man, like the older generation of women, they was breaking that down. They was saying the younger generation of women, man, like the reason why they be having so many problems with the dudes because they don't know how to keep the dude. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. Like I've literally heard this. This ain't coming from me. This coming from an old school woman. Like that's what they say. They don't want to cook. They don't want to clean. They don't want to do this, that, and the third. I'm like, oh, I'm like, you say that to them, man, they may jump you for saying that. But I've had plenty of old school black women tell me that. Oh, Magic Rims, no doubt. I'm always listening, man. I had somebody in the gym the other day, like, man, you just listen to old music. I'm like, yep. Oh, DeMonty, no doubt about it, man. That's where all your money should go. With some of the money going toward the physical when you feeding yourself positive foods and healthy foods, but no doubt about it. Logic goes soon. What you say? You say considering the low state our women are in, do you think they are capable of teaching our children truth as far as homeschooling goes? This the way I see that. And I'm glad you phrased it like that. Because I look at everything as a reflection of the men. Like we call ourselves the sun. If you understand the solar system, everything revolves around that sun. So I feel like if I'm going to say the women are in the low state, then what state are we in? What state are we in as men? We got to start there. First of all, we got to look at it like that. But we all are in a low state. We all are in a low state. So we all got work to do. So it starts with all of us. It starts with the men. It starts with the women. We all got to get out of this low state. We all got to do it. We all got work to do. And it starts with those of us that know we got work to do and that are putting in the work. So it's going to start with us. It's going to start with us. First of all, the people that's in that low state, they not about to be homeschooling. They going to think that it's okay to send their child to the school system. So they not even operating. They not even operating on that homeschool with that homeschool mentality. They operating from that American dream mentality that it's okay to send a child to the school. So they already destroyed from that. So we got to deal with the people that know that, like, all right, this school system is destructive. We don't take the home. If you dealing with a woman that acknowledges that, like, she already a step ahead. So she already out of that low state by acknowledging the fact that the school system is wicked. The woman that's on the low state ain't even acknowledging the fact that the school system is trash. She think the school system is the way to go. She think the school system is right and exact. So that's that low state. Once that black woman say, all right, man, this school system is wicked, it's time to hold school, she already ready to elevate it and transcended above and beyond being a lower state woman. But I feel like we all got some work to do, the black men and black women, in regards to just getting out of that low state, because we, for the most part, collectively speaking, we all are lost. We all are deaf, dumb, and blind. For every 5 black women I run into that's deaf, dumb, and blind, that's lost to the true knowledge of themselves, I'm gonna run into 5 brothers the same exact way. So we all got work to do in both departments. Both departments. I don't think one is ahead of the other, man. We neck and neck. We in the matter of fact, we in the same boat, because it's really not a competition. If the black women are in a low state, we in a low state. If the black man is in a low state, we in a low state. It's collective, man. So it's collective. It's a collective. It's a collective thing, collective effort. So we all got a lot of work to do. We all got a lot of work to do. Winter Soldier, peace. What's going on? Yeah, DJ Elmo, you gotta definitely control what you consume, like that's physically and mentally. Oh, Magic Realms, yeah, them 2 books, some powerful jewels, some powerful jewels. I ain't even got. I usually have a book of the day, man, for the stream. I usually have a book that I recommend. I mean, I got a lot of books behind me, man. I usually try to recommend a book or 2, you know, every stream, man. I'm gonna see if I can find a little something, man. I gave y'all some health books last time, but I don't know if I got any books that I would thoroughly like recommend right behind me, man, that I haven't already recommended. Trying to see if I got something. I definitely want to drop the jewels on y'all in regards to the books, man. Give y'all something to read. Matter of fact, got something right here. We got a jewel right here. Jewel right here, The Invention of the White Race. Theodore Allen. Get this book. It's a jewel. It's a jewel. The Invention of the White Race. You read this joint, man, you're gonna come to it. You're gonna come to understand why you're gonna understand why what's going on is going on. You're gonna understand. That's a pretty powerful book, The Invention of the White Race, Theodore Allen. Yes, sir, my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then Beast Reincarnated, man. It ain't even. They really we supposed to complement one another, and instead of complimenting one another, we tend to compete, and that's not how that's supposed to work. So instead of relationships turning into something that's supposed to be complementary, it's a competition. We compete. Oh yeah, DJ Elmo books are an asset. Most definitely an asset. Oh, Antonio, yeah, Antonio, and that's how I be, man. When you carry yourself in a certain light, everything is a reflection of that sun. So it's like when you carry yourself in a certain light, that's that magnetic. That's that magnetic, man. They gonna change up. They gonna shift the way that they acting in the presence of a G, is what I tell them. Maurice, peace. What's going on? Don't gaslight me, man. Who knows? We nappy, man. We rocking a nappy look. Tavon, man, got that workout in? That's what you do, man. Get that workout in. But yeah, man, it's a lot of work that needs to be done, man, on both ends. On both ends, man, when it comes to black men, black women, man, it's a lot of work that we got to do just collectively. And if one is in bad shape, then the other is in bad shape by default, you know, because again, like I said, it's a collective thing. It's a collective effort. So we can't just be like, you know, this side is down and it ain't got nothing to do with us. Nah, we connected to that side. So if they down, we down. If we down, they down. Like it's vice versa. So we got to know, we got to understand it's accountability. It's accountability, man. So we got to know and we got to understand that, man. We responsible for that. We responsible for each other. We responsible for one another, man. We got to live like that's the reality. Whether we want to really admit it or not, that's just the way that it is. Again, the truth don't care about you agreeing with it. The truth just is. You ain't got to agree with the truth for it to remain the truth. Yeah, magic, no doubt, man. Like I said, that's something I've been working on, man, just coming out of that shell. Because I know at the end of the day that I must come out of this shell for some change to actually occur. So I got to deal with the people. I got to build with the people. So I got to come out of that shell. That social anxiety can't get the best of me all the time. So I got to come out of that shell. I got to deal with the people, even if I don't want to. Just got to do it, man, because that's the only way that change is going to actually happen and occur. Because I know I'm one of the ones that's about change. So I can't be in my shell. When you one of the ones that's about change and want to see change, then you got to make moves. You can't be secluded. You can't be isolated. You got to be making moves. So I got to make moves. I got to chop it up with the people. Just, man, I haven't copped any of his books yet, but that's coming soon. I'm definitely going to cop some of them. Yeah, Tavon, that's why I don't even listen. That's why I don't even deal with feminism. I don't even deal with feminism. If you come to me and you are a black woman and you talking about being a feminist and things of that nature, I'm just gonna politely, I'm gonna exit the conversation because man, you don't need to label yourself. When it's the black struggle involves the black man and the black woman. So that struggle is your struggle. That struggle is your struggle. I ain't just fighting for black men out here. When I'm talking about the black struggle, I'm fighting for black women as well too. But the moment we start separate things and say it's a feminist movement and we fighting for the rights of no, when it's a black movement going on, when it's a black struggle going on, I'm fighting for you too. I'm fighting the same rights I'm fighting for myself. I'm fighting for your rights as well. Those same rights. But they dividing us big time with this feminist propaganda, man. They dividing us big time with it. That man, they are killing us with it. That's the new wave. They're killing us with it. They're killing us with it. They are killing us with it. And on the surface, it may seem like it's something that's harmless. Oh, we pushing for equality for women. Like we may see it as something, well, most people may see it as something that's harmless, not really realizing what's actually going on a deeper level beyond the surface. They just showing you just how insignificant it really is to be black around here. I mean, every group under the sun get respected until you bring up black. And then the only time black gets any type of like push is when it's Black Lives Matter. And we know that's infiltrated in garbage. We know that's infiltrated in garbage. So we don't even deal with that. Logic goes soon. You say, do you think social media and women's promiscuity has killed relationships forever? I don't think it has killed relationships forever. I don't think that it has done that. But it's a lot of weird stuff that's going on social media with women and things of that nature. And then just like with some like the OnlyFans and then like TikTok and all this type of stuff, man, things getting weird out here. Things just getting weird out here, man. You seeing women do some things, man, just for a certain level of attention, and you see that desperation a lot more than you would have saw it in the past. with social media. So you just really see how desperate a lot of people are for attention. And I look at that on a level of insecurity, but you see it a lot more. It's broadcasted a lot more when you have social media. So we could have had the same amount of insecure people back in the day. We didn't have social media to broadcast it. Now it's being broadcasted. So you really seeing that, man, it's a lot of y'all that's insecure and desperate out here for attention. So you really start to see that when you pay attention to it on social media, which is just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy the level of desperation that's out here. But then on the flip side of that, once they do the things that draw that type of attention, then they want to talk bad about the attention that they just drew to themselves. So you talking bad about the brothers that's responding to your thirst trap, but you set the thirst trap. That is hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy. Don't gaslight me. What you say, why didn't black women understand that we are one before they joined that movement? What black women didn't understand that? It was a lot of black women that understood that we are one before that movement. You can even go to the Nation of Islam and their women at that point in time. They understood it. You had a lot of sisters following Marcus Garvey. They was Garveyites. They understood it. You had a lot of black women that was with the Black Panther Party before they start talking about being feminist, things of that nature. They understood it. Then we're going to even go beyond that, and we could go back to the times of our ancestors before we was forced to come over here and reside. They understood that we were one. Matter of fact, that's where the whole thing originated from, us being one way back in the day. And you saw the true Holy Trinity, which is man, woman, and child. Not Father, Son, Holy Spirit. No, the true Holy Trinity, woman and child. That was our ancestors when they told you that everything is like it's all one. We all are one. We all interconnected. So no, black women understood it before that movement. They started pushing things. Matter of fact, first of all, we already know what they did in regards to getting the black man out of the household. And even before that, what they were doing, instilling the fear in the black woman and the child when they would kill the black man right in front of the black woman and child, instilling that fear, creating a passive. Listen, because when you do that, you didn't instill that fear in the black woman. She just saw you take the strongest person of the race, the black man, and treat him like he's nothing right in front of her eyes. Now, what's she gonna do to that son? She gonna raise that son in a passive manner. She gonna raise that son to almost so, because you don't want that son to turn out like the father. They did that intentionally, instilling that fear, and that a lot of that fear was passed down. Hence why we got a lot of elder men out here like, hey, you got to work for this white man. You just got to learn to cooperate with that white man, because this is stuff that was taught to them by these mothers that were in fear. That were in fear because they witnessed their husband, the father of their children, get killed in a very horrific manner right in front of their eyes. See, that's first what they did. They did that first. They did that first. Then they started forcing the black man out of the household. We know all the type of laws and regulations and how they did that, man. They made it more beneficial financially for the black man to be absent. So they added to all of this division. They added to this disconnect. And this was done intentionally. But before all of this was done, we understood that we were one. We understood that we needed each other. We understood this until they started manipulating certain things, man, and just doing certain things. So we understood it. We definitely understood this. Louisiana, yes, they are. Yeah, Magic Rims. It's crazy. It's crazy out here, man. Like it's crazy just that. And again, it's nothing new under the sun. So this stuff that always existed. It just transformed. But it's just sad to see that a lot of women out here, a lot of sisters out here feel like the only way for them to earn a decent living, get some respect, get some notoriety, is to show skin. It's to be seductive. They didn't really convince you all that sex sells and nothing else sells. And we running with that. We running with that. And then we justify it. We justify it. Oh, I'm making money. I'm in a bag. I'm getting a bag. That's how we justifying this nonsense. There are plenty of other ways. Plenty of other ways, man, that you can earn your living, man. Plenty of other ways. But we opt for the most degrading ways. And sometimes that's sad to see. A lot of times that's sad to see. Because again, we putting the physical over the mental, and we keep doing that. And every time we do that, we take a step back. At some point, we got to start putting that mental over the physical. Instead of us, like, listen, just think about it. The people that created OnlyFans, they ain't finna have their kids on OnlyFans. They not finna have their daughters on OnlyFans. They not about to try to get their sisters, they aunties, they cut. They not about to have them on OnlyFans. Yet they created the platform. They created the platform. But they wouldn't have the women in their family on the platform. They wouldn't even encourage it. But yet we own it. Oh, mahogany, it's definitely lifting. Definitely. It's definitely. But a lot of people, again, still ignorant to that reality. Yeah, Antonio. Then on the flip side, see that old head, see this old head got it twisted a little bit. See this old head talking about it's a wonderful time to be a man today. And he was talking about the easy access to get sex for women. On the flip side, it's a horrible time to be a man because the same way that we view it as being easy, it's just that easy to set that man up and take all his money because the idiot the easy access. The moment that chick feel like screaming something happened to her, she finna ruin your whole entire life. So nah, like dude, and that old head will make a mistake. That old head to be like, well, it's easy access out here. Then that one time he get with a woman that she decide to take everything from him, it's a wrap. All she got to do is scream that you did something to me, and it wasn't consensual, even though you knew it was. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. So I don't want to deal, and then for one, I don't want to deal with anything that's easy access. No. Listen, if you dealing with a woman, if you dealing with a man, and it's just easy access, it don't take nothing for that sexual encounter to happen. Man, you got to reevaluate some things, man. It just shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that simple. Shouldn't be that easy. You shouldn't even want that. But that term, man, that gets a lot of people's attention. A lot of people like that easy access. That's how you set yourself up for failure, man. Easy access, and then you just keep on fooling with them. Keep fooling with him. Then you're going to find yourself in several situations where people trying to get your money. Oh, mahogany, definitely got to be intentional about it. Definitely. Justin Green, bro, nah, I ain't heard that, and now I don't even want to know more about it. That's sick. That's crazy. Yeah, that don't surprise me though. That doesn't surprise me at all though. I am legend. You already know. You already know. Yeah, mahogany gotta elevate, man. Gotta elevate. Gotta transcend. Gotta get on that higher frequency, that higher vibration. Gotta do that always. Yeah, Louisiana, they throw the misogynist word out here loosely. And then it's my body situation. Yeah, they kill me with those two justifications. Like you just not able to say anything, man, as a man these days. Nothing at all. You're gonna get called a misogynist quickly. Two things you get called out here for your opinion rather quickly. Homophobic and being a misogynist. As a man, I guarantee you, y'all all have been probably called that as a man. Homophobic, misogynist. Tavon, I wouldn't be surprised if 90% of the of the women on OnlyFans have children and several children. Yeah, Tay definitely his health. Definitely his health. Most definitely. Most definitely. So yeah, the old head gotta tap into a new line of thinking. It's a vine, and I tell people that all the time, man. So if you looking at women and say, "Oh, it's a good time to be a man," easy access, like you childish. You childish. That's a childish way of thinking. Ah, man, it's easy access out here. That's childish, man. What they say is nothing like a woman scorn. So you better quit playing with them like that. Better quit playing with these women like that, man. You better quit looking at them as just objects and you scorning them. Better quit playing with them like that. That ain't nothing to play with. Like that's nothing to play with at all, man. Dudes better quit playing. Dudes better just quit playing with women on that level. That's not a level that you want to be trying to play with a woman on. Just using her for sex. It's never gonna end well for you on a lot of different levels. Oh yeah, Magic Rims, they egg it on, man. They egg it on. They encourage it. They encourage it. It's crazy, man, that people will encourage that type of behavior, but then when some young brothers that's coming up dropping some knowledge, man, they wanna try to talk bad about them. But they can be out here degrading women on a television screen, man. But if I come out here telling people to read, then they want to tell me that what I'm doing is, you know what I'm saying? What I'm doing is not marketable. Oh, it's boring. It's this, that, the third. So be it. I'd rather do that than be known as somebody that degraded women on TV. So I'd much rather be that boring dude that's talking about books, talking about the information, opposed to going out with, hey, you was that dude in that video where the women was all on there doing this, that, and the third. Like I don't want to have that. I don't want to have that incorporated in my legacy. Yeah, Louisiana, these generational curses are all real, man. And then it's crazy that then when these kids, when they grow up and they start emulating the behavior, then it's like, oh my goodness, I don't understand why my daughter is acting like this, man. Because look how you was acting. You was out here on OnlyFans doing what on that camera, and now you mad that she in the 4th, 5th grade and she talking dirty to the little boys out here. Where you think she got it from? What was you doing? What was you showing her? Like, come on now. Parents gotta stop acting surprised. Stop acting surprised, man, when you wasn't doing your duty as a parent, man. When you wasn't doing your duty, man, stop acting surprised. Stop acting surprised when they come out just like you. When they come out just like you, now you acting surprised, man. Come on, man. That's just like, and that's another thing too. That's like with just alcoholism, man. You was doing nothing but drinking around these kids, drinking, cursing, all of that. That's all you was doing. Then your son gonna turn out the same way, and you wonder where they got it from. You wonder why they got a drinking problem. You wonder why they curse all the time. Man, that's all they saw you do. If you don't want your child to grow up doing certain things, this starts with you. Then you stop doing these things. You don't want your child to be an alcoholic. It's not going to help if you are an alcoholic and you continue to drink around the child. Listen, if you don't want that child to grow up that way, then it starts with you. You got to make the change. All right, I'm finna stop drinking for the betterment of my child. We got to stop being selfish, man. You can't kill a habit. for the sake of your child, for the betterment of your child, that's selfish. That's selfish. And then get mad at the child when they pick up the habit. How that sound? How that sound? All I did was drink. All I did was drink, talk crazy around my kids. Then when they turn out the same way, I wanna demonize them. Dude, you don't have the right to do that. You don't have the right to do that. All you did was exactly what they are doing now. That's all you did. That's all they saw you do. So when they mind like, oh man, daddy did it, so that's cool. I'm finna do it. So man, we gotta listen. We gotta wisen up, man. We gotta change. We gotta be the change, as they say, that we want to see. I ain't about to criticize you if I'm not striving to change myself first. So when I make the change, when I be the change that I want to see, then we good. We good, because now they see me putting in the work. They see me doing the work to clean myself. They see me say that, look, alcohol is bad. Yeah, I'm drinking it, but I'm finna get off of it. And they finna see the glow once I get off of it, once I break the addiction. They gonna hear me talk about certain things that you shouldn't eat. They never gonna see me eating it. Never. They gonna hear me talk about the benefits of eating healthy, and they gonna see me eating all the foods that I'm talking about that's healthy. And they gonna see the glow. Louisiana, man. And that's what part of that is what I was reading when I read from the African Holistic Health book. Like it's a deep game out here. It's a deep game out here, man. Again, that's why I say got to be mindful in regards to just who you have interactions with, whether it's even just physical or mental, man. At the end of the day, like I said, we can deal with this on a quantum physics level, and it can get a little bit deeper than who you just having interactions with. So it can get deep, man. This rabbit hole can get deep. That's why they say we are interconnected, and we just need to be mindful how we act, period, because we interconnected, man. So something that you doing can impact me. That's quantum physics. Let you know that we all interrelated, we all interconnected. Oh, Mahog, that's the only way I know how to teach for real is through example. So again, people don't understand just the connections, man. People don't understand the whole science behind just being connected. Just being connected, man. Just having exchanges, having encounters, having interactions. You don't understand what's really going on, what's really transpiring, man. Things can get deep. That's why I say, man, certain situations just drain me. Certain situations just drain me. That's why I try not to go to certain environments and things of that nature, man. It literally drains me. Literally. Like before you even get to the place, man, mentally you already drained. Then when you get to the place, man, it's just taking the life out of you, man. Oh yeah, Magic Realms, man. Studying quantum physics, man. Listen, that's the unseen world that I know about, man. Studying the atoms, electrons, protons, things of that nature, man. That's the unseen world that I speak about, that I deal with. Quantum physics is definitely interesting. Definitely will help you understand a lot in life. Just studying quantum physics, it will help you understand a lot in life. Yeah, DJ Elmo, man, attempting to be intelligent, just attempting to care about your health, about your intellect and all that, just caring about it is a lonely road. So you care about your growth and development. That's a lonely road, man, because people literally don't care about themselves out here. Literally. Literally, man, a lot of us are just stuck in this corporate matrix, man. We just listen. We just get up, go work for corporate America, go home, eat, sleep, complain. Like that's all we do. That's all we have lost our purpose, man. We have lost our purpose, man. You here to fulfill a purpose, and that purpose is way beyond your current routine. I guarantee you that. Marcus G, peace. What's going on? Like I don't know if I got any quantum physics books behind me, but I do got this book right here, man. Neuroscience for Dummies, man. This book is a jewel, man. Studying neuroscience is also beneficial. Just learning how the mind works, the brain works. Just learning how that stuff works, crucial. It's crucial for your overall growth and development, man. So studying neuroscience, that's what I'm telling y'all, man. I got a book about everything. Because if I need to know something, I'm getting a book on it. I got a neuroscience book. Just showed y'all a book about the invention of the white race. I'm studying everything. I study life around me. That's what I do. That's what I do. And the reason why I grab these books is because I know and understand what's about to happen. They're trying to get rid of the physical copies of books, man. So years from now, you're not going to be able to find any of these books that I have. I'm going to have them, though, so I'm going to be one up on everybody. I'm going to have my books. But they trying to do away with it, man. That's why it's hard to find a lot of books. That's why a lot of books, as DeMonte was talking about, a lot of books, $800, $1,000, man, those rare books. Oh, Marcus G, John Henry Clark, man, I got plenty of his books. I done read every book by John Henry Clark, man. I think I got some behind me. I know I had some, but I don't think I got the books by John Henry Clark behind me no more, man. But I done read every book by him. You already know that. You already know it. Oh, Deep Lockett, man. I'm telling you. Listen, when you start studying neuroscience and things like that, when you truly understand how your brain is working, how the brain works, when you truly understand, it's powerful. It's powerful. It's powerful. You're gonna really become unstoppable. Nine your peace. What's going on with you? Max 701, yeah, and it's crazy. People get upset when you learn something great or beneficial, and then that's when everybody, like I said, when I made the transition to going vegan, everybody became a nutritionist. When it's time to vote, everybody becomes a politician. Whatever information you come across, if you come across information about your history, then everybody becomes a historian around you all of a sudden. So whatever information you come across and you bring to the table, everybody has all of a sudden become an expert in that particular field. It's always funny to me. And they trying to tell you why what you saying is incorrect, wrong, or something like that. Oh, Mahogany Honey, yeah, studying the universal law, man, studying the universe. Studying the universe. That's why just studying life has helped me. Studying life, studying the universe, studying other people, studying the mind, studying the brain, studying the body, anatomy, physiology, like all of this stuff is connected. So that's why I study everything, man. You can literally connect any and everything. Hence why I do that. So I'm studying everything, man. People be asking me. That's why I get afraid when people ask me, man, I'm trying to get back into reading. Where should I start? I'm like, hey, man, I have no idea, man. You got to start with what's comfortable for you. Because if I tell you where to start, man, it's something, any and everything that I'm going to throw your way. But that's how my mind is wired. So you got to start with what interests you. And you got to work from there. You got to expand from there. Magic Realms. I'm going to give y'all another book that talks about the 7 Hermetic Principles. I done brought this book up before too, but I got it right here. Book is an easy read. The Secret Science by John Baines. Book is peace. It talks about exactly what Magic Realms just talked about and Mahogany Honey. Universal Laws. It's right here. The Secret Science. John Baines. Powerful joint right here. Easy read. You can read this in a day. You can read this in a day. Like this book is definitely powerful, man. It talks about occultism, talks about all that, mysteries of life and death. It said, look, education and mastery of the sex, of the heart, of the imagination. It talks about all that, man. This is a powerful book. The Secret Science, John Baines. So definitely add that to the library if you don't have it already. Ace the Dime, peace. What's going on? Marcus G, both of those are some jewels as well. Yes, sir. Put them on the screen for people to see it. Oh, Taya, you talking about the power of now? No, no. I think I know which book you talking about. I think I'm finna grab it. I hope I grabbed the right one, but I think I know what you're talking about. I know the power of now book that you're talking about, but I think this is a close book that looks like it. But this book right here, this is The Healing Self. I don't know if that's the book you saw. Yellow and Blue. Oh no, Yellow and Blue. Nope. Hold up. No, that's a book on that's a health book. The Yellow and Blue joint. That's a health book. It's magnesium. I think it's called The Magnesium Miracle, which is a good health book, by the way. But The Power of Now, that is a nice book also. But nah, I ain't got that book on this shelf though. I got this book somewhere else though. Yeah, Nanya, The Stellar Man. I got that book too. I got that book too. The Stellar Man. That's another good book by John Baines. Yeah, Equilibrium, man. I can't even remember if I saw it. I think I did. Man. I done seen so many movies. I think I did. Matter of fact, the way I remember if I seen it, man, because it sounds familiar. When books were banned from society, I really do think I saw that. So I got it, man. Y'all know I got to tap in and see if I seen something. Oh, yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I remember this. I saw Equilibrium. That definitely was a jewel. Minority Report. You already know. That's one of my favorite ones. And tell you this, the book right here, The Healing Self. The Healing Self. The Healing Self. This is another good book. The Healing Self is a good one. And here go the author. Y'all know Deepak Chopra. Y'all know him. But yeah, no, that's a good book. Righteous Reese have not read those joints, but heard a lot about them. Haven't read them yet, surprisingly. Yeah, haven't read them yet. But yeah, no, The Healing Self is juicy. So y'all finna get me pulling the books off the shelf, man. I got a lot of books now that I feel like recommending to people. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all another good health joint. Let me throw a few of these health joints over here. Let me see. This is another good one right here. Between Heaven and Earth, a guide to Chinese medicine. It's a jewel right here. It's a jewel. Start studying Chinese medicine. Between Heaven and Earth, a guide to Chinese medicine. This a jewel. It's a jewel in regards to the health books. It's a jewel. Y'all know I be like a librarian when it comes to recommending the books. Start pulling books off the shelf, man, once we get going. So y'all definitely tap into the books that's recommended, man. I just got done finishing the first volume of How to Eat to Live. I read the second volume before I read the first one. Never got around to reading the first one, so I just read the first volume, just finished that. And of course, y'all know I rock with a lot of stuff that's in there. Y'all know I rock with a lot of stuff that's in How to Eat to Live, especially when they start going in on the pork. They tell you that the cat plus the rat plus a dog equals the hog equals the pig. They tell you that the pig was grafted from the rat, from the cat, and from the dog. That's what they tell you. So when they go about how to eat to live, when they break down pork, man, when they break down dangers of pork, y'all already know I rock with it. When they talk about, eating the 1 meal a day, and according to what Elijah Muhammad was talking about in this book, oh yeah, Righteous reads definitely the Yu-Gi-Oh cards or the Pokemon cards. Boy, this stuff get the holographic books around here. But yeah, Elijah Muhammad was talking about eating 1 meal a day. And if you want to rarely get sick, eat once every 2 days. Then if you never want to get sick at all, eat once every 3 days. And so that's what he was talking about. And then just talking about some of the things that's off limits for the most part. Said they rock with a lot of fruits, so basically no fruit off limits. Rock with vegetables for the most part, except for like what he say, field peas. And he told people to stay away from kale in this particular book. Didn't really offer any explanation for that. Now one thing I don't agree with that they pushing in this book is milk and bread is basically what he encourages a lot of people to eat. Now, the bread they talking about homemade bread in this particular book. So that particular bread, when you make the bread yourself, that's cool. But not too many people making their own bread out here. So you gotta that's why we gotta revise some of this information that was given. So people ain't making their own bread out here like that, man. So people going to the store getting the bread that's out here. And I'm definitely not suggesting milk, whether it's goat milk or cow's milk. Don't care about that. None of that milk. We don't need any of that milk. So that's where I would come into disagreements with this particular book. But other than that, man, I rock with it, man. Especially like eating once every 3 days. I know for a fact when you start fasting like that, you're gonna be right and exact. So it's some science to that, which is again what I was saying. He called it they called it now intermittent fasting, but he was just basically telling you to eat every 48 to 72 hour type deal. Like that's what he was calling it. He didn't call it intermittent fasting, but it's right here in this book. But when they drop the science on the pork, telling you about the worms that's gonna make their way to the brain when you eat the pork, gonna tear the brain up, lead to all type of diseases and ailments, actual facts. Ooh, Marcus G. Terenzo, you be peaceful out here. Oh, Mahogany. Yeah, I heard about that book. I ain't read that book yet, but I heard about it. Definitely heard about it. And Marcus, man, I got a jewel, but I don't have that book on me. See, this back when I had a Kindle, a book that you talking about. Man, I gotta look the book up, man, because I don't want to say the wrong title here. I always gotta look this book up, and it'd be hard to find it. So I hope I can find it. And I hope I can find it, man. I don't even know. It'd be hard to find this book when I try to look it up. Yeah, The Secret Science of Black Male and Female Sex. The Secret Science of Sex, where the physical body transcends into the spiritual dimension by T.C. Carrier. That book is a jewel. That book is a jewel. The Secret Science of Black Male and Female Sex. The Secret Science of Sex, where the physical body transcends into the spiritual dimension. Read that book like 10 years ago. Book is a jewel. Sharif man. Peace. Nanya. Oh, yeah, no doubt. It just be funny. It's always funny to me reading like Elijah Muhammad go in on the pork. Like they go in on the pork. And then he was crazy, even within this book. Elijah Muhammad admitted, like, this is one thing people don't be understanding. They ate certain forms of meat, like they ate certain forms of fish. They was like, they didn't eat the fish that weighed over like 50 pounds or something like that. That's what he was advocating. But so he admitted to eating certain meats, but he even said in the book, he was like, we shouldn't be eating meat. I mean, he said it right in the book. We shouldn't be eating meat, but I do consume some meat, but we should not be consuming it. So he even let you know in this book, we shouldn't be eating it, but I'm consuming it. So he didn't, because people will say, oh, well, Elijah Muhammad, he ate meat, but he admitted to not needing to eat it, or we shouldn't be eating it. So people don't be understanding that. People don't be wanting to bring that type of stuff up. Solo T40, peace, what's going on? Hey, Tony Briscoe, that's a good book too. That's a good book. Yeah, that's a good book. Righteous Reach, man. You just had that deja vu. I Am Legend. Yeah, that book was a jewel. Like I said, I read that book years ago. Book was a jewel. The brother actually, we follow each other on Instagram and things of that nature. So cool, brother. But yeah, that book is a jewel. Like that book is a jewel, man. And it's another book too, that I don't have on me because I had it in electronic form. And I want to see if I can find it, you know, look it up or whatever. Again, it'd be hard to find some of these books. There we go. Let me see if I can find it. I think I'm getting closer. It's a few books that I say you get. The Interracial Con Game. So that's a good book to get. And Black Love is a Revolutionary Act. Those are two good books. Two great books to get, matter of fact. Yeah, those are two great books. But yeah, man, I didn't start bringing up books. Now this is turned into a book recommendation session. Start just recommending and suggesting all books. But man, with that being said, oh yeah, Louisiana, you said, hold on. You said the two books I just mentioned, Black Love is a Revolutionary Act, Umoja. Wait, no. Let me repeat that. Black Love is a Revolutionary Act, and then the Interracial Con Game. The Interracial Con Game and Black Love is a Revolutionary Act, Umoja, the author. Get both of those books. Get both of those books, man. Both of them. But with that being said, y'all, man, I'd had one of them days. Now I got to try to give me some little rest in, man. Got to tone it down for a minute, man. So give me some little rest. Give me some grub on. Just chill out for a minute. So it's been nice chopping it up with you all, man. I just appreciate the comments, the donations, everything, man. It's always peaceful. It's always positive. It's always powerful. I may tap in again with y'all tomorrow, man, because, again, always some wonderful vibes. So I may tap in tomorrow, possibly around the same time, might be a little earlier. Who knows? But y'all may see me tomorrow. With that being said, man, y'all enjoy the rest of this Saturday. I'm going to go ahead and tap out for the night. So y'all be easy. I might catch y'all again tomorrow. Peace.